and the New York Giants. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Pac-Man. Waiting. Here we go. Tight end right. Tight end right.
On first down, Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Wentz. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On the ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's see what you got. Ready?
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check safety, check safety. Watch the safety creep. Check 24, check 24. 6-6, pull it high. Slam. Look at me. Score.
Now a carry for Pirine. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll run it here with Pirine.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around, hand it to the big fella, and let him get forward for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Come on, set. Look, squeeze. 90, Wolf. He's checking crack. 49. Fair. Shift. Showing it. Check 9. Shift. Hard. Hit it.
They'll run on 1st down. Beasley. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Here we go. He's checking. Crash. 2 draw Corker. 50. Go.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
One thing we do know he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now Pirine. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check 3. Check. Go.
They'll try the left side. Beasley. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
It's easy work and it's coming again.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Watch twist. Protein spill. Mike's 50. I'm going to run you down.
Here's Jones. Throwing on 3rd and long. Quick hitter here is complete. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let him know. Trey 15.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
I'm coming after you.
Throwing his Wentz. This complete to Lockett. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first down, Dobbins, and he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Looking to throw on second down. Wentz. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line.
First down, Seattle.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
They'll run on first down. Newberry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll try the left side. Dobbins able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense. He
was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Wentz going to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there and sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback.
And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. I got it. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Ready?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. Nifty running by Barkley there on first down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
218, chop.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Pass hauled in downfield, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Five. Snap.
Jones now operating from the gun. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
Under 10, 10.
He's going to get it running right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation.
Rock it. Deuce. Hey, check 24. Let's go, Mike 50. Deep. Switch. Look at me. Jaw. Ready?
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's 4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the kick by Rosas is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 17 yards and a Giant first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Down. 70, Indy. 50. Here we go.
A first down carry for Barkley. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Zoo. Mike 50. Mike 50. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Mike 50. Mike 50. Too little. Go.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's got his man on the out route. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now a handoff here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
Jones on 1st and 10. Then he finds Beasley, complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Throwing Jones, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Max 50, Max 50, Max 50. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Hey, team 6, team 6. Shoot.
On 3rd down, Jones. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a giant 1st down. Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Topper!
Hey, let's get off the field, D.
Hey, exit.
Hey,
5.
From the gun, Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3 and 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A give to Barkley out of the gun. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
General West.
It's a gain of 1. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Hey, orbit.
check my 50.
Here's Jones on 3rd and 2. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Play 56, Mike, 56. 56, 56 is the mic. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
To throw is Wentz. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
Deep rip, deep rip.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Ready, break.
50's the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
6'6", pull it high. Hey, Alpha.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Let's go.
On first down, Barkley looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Two draw quarter.
At the 18-yard line.
Go, go. Get it.
Throwing on second down, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Let's get it.
5-yard line.
Bang, 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 bang.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Another try for Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Let's go, get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Shit, shit.
Hey, wahoo. Now.
Jones now. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2. Now Jones operating from the gun. And this is incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Go.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
From the gun, it's Wentz. It's caught, Lockett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 47.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Let's find 7.
Now Wentz. It's caught. Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Forward, Tokyo. Bravo.
56. Monk's 56. Coming.
Here.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Sunday.
56 to Mike. 56 is for you. Let's go, D.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, forward, Tokyo.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
We on now. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check it out.
Look, squeeze. 5.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not a tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Echo.
Mike's 50. Here I come. 50's to Mike. 50's to Mike. I'm coming for you. You mine.
Ready.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And this one caught by Beasley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Greystone, travel.
Hey, check. Mike 50. It's been a long day for you.
Hey, Delta.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the fourth quarter now. And the Jaguars have scored again, so they are in the driver's seat big time in that one. A win would be just their second of the year if they could hold on.
218, chop. Hey, Haywood. Leap him.
Jones throwing on fourth down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Dobbins. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So the victory here for Seattle, and it was a bit of a strange carry them to victory.
And that's an